Really relieved? Yeah, really good.
It was so surprising, so I think it's still settling in, all the joy.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
because the timeline just kept getting extended, and then
Mhm.
suddenly the I-130 got approved, and then they asked for evidence for the medical exam, and our medical examiner was just Akiko's uncle, so we just like ran to his house, and it got done so quick. It was crazy.
Went extremely well. They were extremely kind, extremely helpful, and the whole process, although I learned very hard to do all those questions, but it was not extremely difficult. So from that point of view, it was all fantastic, and they were very extremely cooperative.
Sure. Yeah,
Mhm.
no, I think getting the work permit was very helpful.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
extremely helpful. Like I don't think we would have been able to do all this without it.
Passionate.
Yeah, she was very professional, yes, and she was very fast with everything and helped me to go through really fast, yeah, everything, and very professional, very friendly.
No, I think it went very well. Yeah, of course, it took a long time, but yeah, that's probably part of the procedure, right? I think it worked very efficient. Yes.
In collecting the evidence, you mean?
Yeah, and getting
Oh yeah, it was very efficient. Yeah, I helped most of the time with the evidence, and yeah, it went really well. It was really nice to do all the collection. Yeah, everything went really smoothly.
Do you want to take this one?
I feel like it was above and beyond, like, yes to everything. We could not have gone through this process without Evelyn. We both sent her emails once we got the green card approval, just expressing our appreciation because I think it was such a scary time, and to have her just grace us through everything, couldn't have asked for a better person. Yeah, it was very easy. I don't think we had any issues with it whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think we got along with Evelyn really well because we were really enjoying the tech part of it.
Yeah.
And we made this timeline for tracking documents, and she was very happy with that because she could just go to the Excel sheet and
Mhm.
see where we were with our so I think we made it more technical. So it was really good. Yeah, we were, and I think just the Google folders were divided really clearly. So we
Mhm.
just knew that okay, we have to submit in this, we have to submit in that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
okay. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
very
The
well
evidence-
organized.
that's
very
what-
well organized. Yeah.
Okay.
No, not
Not
for
at the
now.
moment,
Yeah.
but we will certainly think of you because
Yeah.
you did a great
Okay.
job.
The work permit arrived surprisingly fast. I think like 2 weeks after the filing. It was pretty much immediate. I don't know why. it was surprising because it was half the time that they were saying online. And then I think when was the interview? November or October? No, the interview was mid-September, and the green card arrived early October.
Love
Yeah,
it. Gave you support.
100% care. Yeah, very detail oriented.
Absolutely. The constant, the regular checking in was really nice. Making sure we never had any questions, making sure we were up to date on like timeline. It felt very personalized, which was quite nice. It's a stressful thing to go through, and to have somebody to give that support was wonderful.
No, yeah, it was very helpful in that way. Even though we had that really tricky point with the L1B and the advanced parole potential conflict where it was not clear from the government paperwork whether it was jeopardizing the application or nulling the visa. It wasn't clear, and I think they reached out to you in that regard, and we got an answer. Perfect,
Right.
very very thorough, and whenever there was a question they didn't have an answer to, they were always reaching out afterwards. So yeah, no problem at all with anyone.
I reached
really.
out to you guys to
Okay,
begin with. I'd actually consulted with probably 4 or 5 other firms and just didn't heard things in the phone calls and conversations. You guys seem to be the most well put together and the most, I don't want to say like competent because that's not the correct term, but like you guys used terminology I was expecting. So how you guys presented yourselves, that made me feel more comfortable to go with you guys for representing us. The reason why I wanted to get a lawyer was because I felt like we were risking our situation if we didn't get this correct the first time. And even though, yeah, I probably could have filled out the paperwork, I just felt like it'd be a better option overall. Just utilize a lawyer, get our questions answered, and then not have to worry about it. That was actually pretty quick. That was, I think, so we officially turned paperwork in December 27th or 28th of 24. And then we got the work permit in like mid-February, like within 6 weeks. We always got responses to our questions, and kind of the coordination with getting everything completed. I felt like she did a really good job on the front end and on the back end of kind of working us through the project.
Going with you guys
Okay,
was like the best thing that we could do, because I see people that do it by themselves, but like there's no way. Like I feel like I even was emailing Evelyn about the easiest question in the world, but I was like, Evelyn, what do you think? This is this, and she was always there to like when we had our fingerprints and photo appointment, I was like texting Evelyn all the way like to the place. Like I was like, I'm so scared. Like, what do you think is going on? Like, you think this can happen? And she was basically like, don't believe everything you see on the internet, because I'm telling you, like, don't worry. Like, you know, like definitely, even in my anxiety and all of that, I feel like you guys were like, you need to calm down here.
Oh, she was amazing.
She was amazing.
Was always there, responded immediately to us with any single question we had. She was very patient with us and did anything we asked her.
Yes.
I wanted to find someone on my own so that I could do research about the lawyer, and I did, and her website was excellent, and I saw that her background, her educational background, and her newsletter, everything encouraged me to work with her, because it feels to me that she's a real scholar of law, and you know, and also it feels to me, I know that she's a wonderful human being. It's a rare combination. She's very personable. I felt I had an excellent connection with her, and she's very warm and down to earth and extremely knowledgeable and just very friendly. It was a great connection. She encouraged me, she gave me confidence, and she was aware of every detail that, you know, anything I had a question about, she made sure that all my questions were answered. Well, I would say it's really important to work with an attorney during this process, even if you feel your case is pretty straightforward, because, you know, there's a lot, for example, there are documents that I myself would not have known how to acquire that I needed. Like, for example, I had an old divorce document. I didn't have an actual copy of. My ex-husband didn't have it, or he had, but it wasn't exactly right. And I was guided through the ways in which I could acquire certain documents that I would have been lost otherwise. So I think it's to me, without a question, important to have a lawyer like Dr. Relislaw help with the process of the immigration process.